A veteran of the Iraq War is fighting to keep his 3-year-old daughter. The case went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court, and Elaine Quijano shows us what makes the case so unusual.
At just 3 years old, Veronica has no sense of the emotional battle over who should raise her. She lives in Oklahoma with her biological father, Dustin Brown, and his wife, Robin.
This child is very happy where she's at. I mean, the way she acts around here, it's like we've had her from day one.
Veronica has lived with the Browns for 18 months. Before that, it was this South Carolina couple, Matt and Melanie Capobianco, who first brought Veronica home after her birth in 2009. They had plans to adopt her from her unmarried biological mother. Brown had sent a text message and signed paperwork surrendering his parental rights. But Brown says he misunderstood and believed he was giving custody to Veronica's biological mother. At the time, he felt the decision was necessary because his National Guard unit was deploying to Iraq.
That's my daughter. I'm not wanting to abandon her. I want to be right there along the whole time, watch her grow up, make her decisions and everything. Never once did I want to give her away.
When Brown found out about the adoption plans, he invoked a 1978 federal law that protects children of Native Americans from being separated from their families and tribes. Brown is Cherokee.
The only people that could really give you your history of your ancestors is your family, your tribe. What happened whenever they were growing up, what stories they were told by the elders. I mean, that's her history, and that's how we were raised, and knowing where we come from and how it began.
A South Carolina court sided with Brown and ordered Veronica be given to him. But last month, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that the 1978 law did not apply in this case. Justice Samuel Alito wrote, Brown abandoned the Indian child before birth and never had custody of the child.
When you hear that, what goes through your mind?
I mean, they could think what they want, say what they want, but I never abandoned my child.
But you said yes in that text message, and you signed the paperwork before you left for Iraq.
Right. And that was one of the dumbest decisions I've made.
But the justices also decided to leave the custody battle in the hands of a South Carolina court. The Capobiancos, who want Veronica back, declined our request for an interview, but in a statement said, "We are missing Veronica like crazy and anxious to be able to see and talk to and hold her again."
She's seen pictures of them, on TV holding her. She's always like, well, that's me, but who are they? I mean, it's sad that she doesn't know who they are, but to take her from us right now would devastate her, would ruin her world.
South Carolina's Supreme Court will now decide what's in Veronica's best interests, life with her biological father or the couple who raised her for 2 years. For CBS This Morning, Elaine Quijano, outside Tulsa, Oklahoma.